Hey guys. Okay, so I'm doing my second video now. This is one that I'm actually gonna be talking in so I can tell y'all the products that I'm using. And yeah, that's about it. I'm excited and let's get started. So I'm gonna be using some different products than I did in my first video, just because there's a couple of new things that I want to try out as well. But I already did cleanse my face, did my little skincare routine. The last thing that I do, or last thing skincare wise, but first thing in my makeup routine is I use the Murad Oil and Pore Control Mattifier. This one is the only thing that's actually helped control my oil, moisturizer wise, and I have to find the perfect primer, but I'm trying a new primer this time, so we'll see how I feel about it. Okay, there it is. Do a little bit here. I try to focus mostly on the most oily parts of my face and then fade it out into the rest. Okay, so the primer that I'm using today is the one that I have never tried before, so if you know anything about it, let me know. But it's the Pore Saver Matte Makeup Primer by Dermablend. So try it. It's new. Here, let's see. It's come with a little cover thingy, so make sure that it's on there if you're getting a new one. This is weird. It feels very silicone-y, which I usually don't like. So we'll see how it works. But I'm only gonna put it where I get super oily. Cheeks and then kind of into my eyebrows. Now it does feel like the makeup's gonna glide on really pretty, but I don't know. I don't know about y'all. I'm not a fan of silicone-y feeling stuff, so I interchange between a few foundations. My two main ones are the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear, that's a mattifying one, and then the Born This Way by Too Faced. But I haven't used the Too Faced one in a minute, so I'm gonna use that one. Oh, and then I'm using a beauty blender. It always looks like my foundation is way too light, but it's not. This one I don't know, there's main differences, because this one is not really a mattifying for me personally, but I like the finish of it. I think it looks really pretty. Usually when I'm using a concealer, I like to use the one that's paired with the foundation. So for example, with my Lancome one, I have a Lancome concealer that I use. So for the Too Faced one, I have their Born This Way concealer. I always go a shade and a half to 2 shades lighter, depending on the brand, because sometimes they're shade lighter is super light for me, or not light enough. So just put it there. Depending on how glam I'm going to, I'll put it in this area, but I think I'm gonna be a little more natural today. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. Where am I go? To the Walmart? To the store? All glammed up? No, I'm just gonna be home, so it doesn't matter. Powder, I usually will go in with a Real Technique sponge, the flat side. And I'm not gonna show you my powder right now because it is almost gone and it looks dumb. So I use the Dermablend powder though. It's either the light one, translucent, or the light beige one, because sometimes the translucent scares me. But I will take a little bit, and my main points, I kind of mixed them both today. My main points are right under my eyes to set the concealer, and then in the oily parts of my face. So right in my nose area, on top of my eyebrows, my chin, cheeks. I'm gonna go in a little bit of a different order than I did in my last video. I'm gonna do my eyebrows first, and then I'm gonna do like the contour and highlight and everything, and then I'll do my eyes. But I'm looking a little, they're looking a little bare, so we're gonna do that one first. And I'm gonna do a different order as well. So I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel in the color Ebony. And this is like my quick, like I need to go somewhere real quick, let me just run and put on my gel. I do scrape off a lot because it can get pretty dark, especially the Ebony one. And then I usually go in and like focus on some parts with the brow wiz. So let me do this first. If you ever see me looking this way, it's because I have my regular mirror right there, and I'm looking into my screen, and it's hard to do your makeup on a screen, especially when your face is like angled because the camera's over here. So I'm not ignoring you, I'm just looking. I'm just making sure it looks good. Oh my god. You're gonna hear all of the little noises I make when things go wrong. So funny. Okay, that should be good enough. See how dark it gets? Like, my little hairs are so, like, not sparse, they're just not dark enough. My Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I'm just gonna go in and shape them a little bit more. Oh my god, I can't see. Well, because you all can see it. But, first of all, I need my eyebrows done, clearly, because I don't know where I'm going. There's so many little hairs. Like, y'all can't see it clearly, but there's like so many like in here. Okay, and so I did this little trick. It might not work for everybody, it probably doesn't, but I'll do this. I'll do this, and wherever that little line is, I'll put a little thing, and then that's where my brow will end. I'm like looking mad over here. And really not like all the way in there, it's just like enough for it to kind of look even, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. But I constantly have to remind myself that it's okay for my brows not to look exactly the same. But I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my brows. So it gets a little crazy because I'll sit here for like 30 minutes trying to make them look good. And then they look like super bushy and gross. So I gotta focus. Okay, so they're on. They're dark, and the reason that I like to do the gel before the pencil is because the little hairs are a little more prominent when you do that, and then all you have to do is fill in the rest. So okay, next I'm gonna do my contour bronzer blush. Of course I can't find the brush now. Okay, so I use the Morphe M104 for the contour, and I use, let me get it, the Cocoa Contour by Tooth. I don't know if they have this anymore. But I don't know. Anyway, so I use the medium and deep interchangeably. I like this one because it's like angled. And then you can do two things. So if you can see, I have like kind of a natural one here, so I usually go by that, or I'll do the kissy face, fishy face, and just go from that. Okay, so then I'll do that, and then I'll come up into my temples a little bit. This one, personally, for my face, I don't do the 3 with. I use my bronzer for the 3. For like that more chiseled look. But I start with this one, and then if I want to be a little more dramatic, I'll do it only with the deep contour one. Okay, so then for my nose, the M335 by Morphe, it looks like this. And I'll just start and put a little bit on the tip of my nose. And then right here in the contours. And then, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I do it right here on the bridge as well. A bit more dramatic if you want to, but I just want mine to look more buttony, so you can see a little button. And then with my highlighter, I'll go in and like make it a little smaller looking. But yep, that's the contour. All right, for bronzer, I use, so this is a BH Cosmetics brush from what I think was a rose gold set. I don't know what number it is. I don't remember what set it was. I got this like a bajillion years ago. So, but it looks like this. So it's like an angled one as well. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit fluffier than the Morphe one that I just used for my contour. And then I have this Cheek Leader palette. I use Hoola Caramel and Hoola, which they have separately. So, Hoola actually does show up on my complexion. I used to think it didn't for some reason. But I like Hoola Caramel because I like the little bit of darker, and I mix them both. So, unless I'm going more dramatic than I do the caramel. Okay, I usually start like right on top of where I put the contour. Almost where you put your blush, but not quite. And then these two, I bring it around. Got a big forehead, guys. We're trying to conceal that. We're trying to make it look smaller. I guess we kind of did that. And then I go right in here, which I probably should do with the contour. What is? Did I put too much on my nose? I do that too with the bronzer. I put a little bit on my nose. Okay, and that's it. That's like all that I do really with it. I used to use it as my contour, but then I learned that it didn't look good. So the thing that I use is blush. I use the Morphe M462, or I'll use this Morphe one from, I know it's from a kit, but I don't know if they sell it anymore. It's a little fluffier. They kind of have the same idea, but I use this one for an Anastasia Trio blush. It's like a peach one, which I used to use all the time, but I wanted something a little bit more pink for spring, so I have the Lancome blush subtil in a plum. What's that? Ooh, see, I'm holding. And then I just put that right on the apples and a little on my nose. Okay, for highlighter, I'm going with my tried and true. I have not used anything else, or I haven't really tried anything else after I found this one because I love it so much. But I use the Real Techniques setting, it's called a setting brush, but I use it for highlight. The fan brushes has never really worked for me, because I feel like I don't have as much control with them. But I use the Becca Champagne Pop. This is the limited edition packaging. And it's always my tried and true. It looks so good all the time. It's broken right now, so I can't really show you what it looks like on the inside. But I just pop that on the top of my cheek, and just every time it just looks so beautiful. Now I work at a makeup store, and I always get questions about where you're supposed to put the highlight. I usually, when I first was starting to put it on, I felt where the top of my, where my cheekbone was. So like right on that top is where you want to put it, and you might have to like play with it a little bit, but that's where I put it. And I like to kind of like fan it out a little bit so that it looks a little bit more natural when you're putting it on. And then I take whatever's left over and just put it a little bit on my nose and at the top of my lip. Really all of the high points of your face. That's why it's called a highlight. You can put it right up here. I know Jackie Aina does that. I get really oily right there, so I always like stay away from that. But these are like the parts that I love to put mine. And then, okay, now for the eye look. Whatever eye look I'm doing, I usually interchange between two different primers. I'll use, I don't know where the other one is right now because I haven't used it, but I'll use the P. Louise Rumor 02 base for if I want something that's going to be a little bit closer to my skin tone. And then I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, the almost white one, but I want to do like a really, really bright, like in your face look. But I don't know what I'm going to do today. So I'm just going to go with the P. Louise. And I just apply it with my finger. I don't know how other people apply it. I don't know why, but it looks white on here. In person it's a little closer to my skin tone, but anyway, I have been doing this thing where I want to go through all of the palettes that I have and create a look with just that palette. I have given myself the ability to cheat a little bit, so if I want to add glitter to it I can, and things like that. So yesterday I did the one of the Juvia's Place palettes that I have, and today I'm going to do the Mini James Charles, just because I feel like that one has more for me to play with. And I don't know where it went. Oh, I have a NYX glitter in the color Spreading Rumors. Okay. I don't even know where to start. I'm gonna go in with, I don't have any clean brushes. Actually this one can work. Ow. I'm gonna go in with, I don't know the names of the colors, so don't bash me on that. I'm gonna go into this one right here. Oh, my black completely came out and broke all over my floor. I made a big old mess, so I don't have black, but I don't think I'll need it right now. But yeah, I'm gonna use that really bright pink, and I'm gonna put that all over my lid. Ooh, she bright. She in your face. Oh my god. That's it, I'm done. I don't need any more colors. I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I like the P. Louise because of like how great it shows the pigment of the color, but it creases really fast when I haven't set it. I don't know. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to use it. I'm gonna have to do some research on it because I don't know. It's not my favorite one at the moment, but I want it to be because other people love it so much. So I'm like, okay, then it's me. It's user error. That's what's happening. Okay, so I just went in with that pink, that really bright pink color. I'm gonna go in with this color right here, this like deep purple, well, deep pink purple, and I'm gonna put that in my crease. Okay, right in here. Now for like, if I have any friends watching this, y'all know this is like my go-to going out look. Like the pink, I always do pink, so I'm going to try to switch it up a little bit and add more colors like down in here and in here, but I usually do this as my like main look for when we do it, like outings and stuff, because it's just easy for me, and my favorite color is pink, and I always end up gravitating towards a pink anyway, so I just keep it in that realm. It looks so much, oh no, it looks good on both. Pink. Okay, and then I didn't mention what brushes I was using. This one is from the Jeffree Star X Morphe, what is it, kit thingy. It's called JS5. I use that for all over, and right now for my crease I use the Morphe M513 for that like deeper color. So if you wanted to know which brushes I was using. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared, but I think I'm gonna take that dark brown on another M513 and I'm gonna put that in my crease. I don't want it to ruin the look. Oh my god, it's so dark. Actually, I think it's gonna look really good. Like I said, I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna be in my house. I'm actually probably gonna take this off right after because I literally don't have anything else to do today, so you know. That looks really cute actually. She cute or whatever. Look at her with her little dark crease or whatever. Okay, I see you, boo. Go ahead. Oh, that one didn't come out as dark. Excuse me. I'm gonna keep that brush and the palette on deck just in case I mess up somewhere and I need to like refill that dark color. But moving on, I'm gonna use an M421 brush to cut the crease with the NYX glitter glue, so that I can put the glitter on top. It's harder this way because you can't really see the glitter glue unless you put a lot, and you don't want to put too much because then it's gonna crease and look all crazy. But I've found that it's the most effective way, and the glitter stays on longer if I do it this way. If y'all have suggestions for other glitter glues that you like, that you think are like super intense and make them stay on longer, then I would totally appreciate that, and I can use them for like the future or whatever. Alright, so I have it on here and I'm just gonna go in. You can kind of see it, but like once it starts drying down it kind of gets lost. And for me personally, I don't need it to be as precise as a regular cut crease. Okay, and then I usually will open the glitter and tap out a bunch into the lid. And using that same side, I'll press it. Yeah. Alright, now you can do one of two things. You can use one side for one eye and the other side for the other eye, which is what I do. Or you can get two of these and like switch them, especially if you're doing like, let's say if I were doing two different colored eyes completely. If you're doing a pink on this side and a blue on this side and you don't want to mix them, then I would get two. I have like 7 of these because I use them to cut crease, I use them for like precise things, I use them for glitter and all that. So I love these. This is one of my like favorite brushes, the M421. So yeah, I'm gonna go do the other side and I'll be right back. Okay, she's all glittered, she's all cute, whatever. I had a really hard time doing my eyeliner off or on camera last time, so I'm gonna do it off camera and then I'm gonna come back and we're gonna do some fun stuff with that under eye. Okay, she lined, she cute, whatever. Okay, so this is all God all in mind. I'm going to try something that I have not tried before. And I'm gonna put a color in here where I usually put like a highlight. I'm gonna put a color and we're gonna see how that goes. So I'm gonna take P. Louise again. This time I'm going to use the brush. This is a M213. It's like so tiny. And I'm going to put a little bit right in here where I usually put my highlight. Oh my god, I'm putting... I'm a little scared. I think this is too much. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I may be able to blend it out. Okay. Okay. Okay, it doesn't look that bad. Alright, I'm gonna put... I'm take the palette again, because remember, I'm only using this one palette to make this whole look. And I'm gonna take this yellow one over here. I've been wanting to use it, but I don't know how to use it where you can see it. So I'm gonna try it in the crease. Let's see. Okay. I'm not hating it, but it also is not my favorite at the moment. Oh, you know what? I should put some down here too, so I can blend it. I don't know. If I like this. Maybe I'll put highlight on it and then we'll see how I feel about it after that. It's cute, but I think, maybe I should blend it down here. Hold on. Where is it? P. Louise, where are you? Come to the rescue. Put a little bit in here. And then, oh, it mixed with the yellow already. And then put the yellow on top and see how it looks. I'm gonna try something. I'll be right back. Okay, so I pulled it in a little bit more and I think I like it better this way. Maybe because there's no mascara yet either, I don't know. I'm also gonna do right in here, there's like leftover pink, but I think I'm gonna do green there and see how that looks. Taking a little bit of that P. Louise again on that same brush. I just cleaned it off. I totally have another one, but I just didn't want to find it because I don't know where it is. Ooh. Okay, that might be something. That might be a look. That might be a look, girl. So this is what it looks like right now. I think I really like it. But I'm gonna intensify it a little bit. I have these guys. LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliners. I have this yellow one. It's in the color Screamin'. And this green one, it's in the color Gotcha. So I'm gonna see if that might brighten it up a little bit. Just gently pull. I might be able to bring it down a little bit too. I don't think that did anything. These are fairly new too, so. Oh. Okay. Look at me, look. I just went in and did the same thing on the other side, and I think it's a look, queen. I think it's a look. Now I have to figure out how I'm going to put mascara on the bottom without ruining it, because I tend to do that. It's a problem. Let me see. I like to use the Bad Gal Bang by Benefit. I got the limited edition pink ones because, you know, she a pink girl, whatever. And I'm gonna see if I can do this without ruining a whole. I did something. I didn't ruin the color. So that did something. I'm gonna do lashes next. These are my tried and true, my favorites of all time. Like, will never, what is it? They will never betray me. They will always look good. Like these, my tried and true girl. I personally cannot stand when lashes have like a really thick band, because maybe I haven't gotten used to it yet, but for me personally, I have to cut mine because mine are usually, they're too long. And when I cut them, if I cut like the thick ones like that, it's more like a clothy consistency, and they tend to stretch and then they ruin the whole lash. So yeah, these are the Ardell Studio Effects Wispies. Oh my god, so beautiful, and I will show you how I cut them and everything. I also have my tried and true glue. It looks kind of gross, so don't touch me, but it's the Duo, the white one, and it has this kind of like square applicator thing. It's been my favorite. Oh, it's the quick set one, because you know, she advanced or whatever. I'm just kidding. Because I just don't like sitting there waving my lashes around. Like, usually I'm running late to whatever I'm doing, so I need them to dry quickly so I can just pop them on. I have like 2 or 3 that I don't use for my toes. They're toenail clippers or nail clippers. I use this to cut my lashes because I feel like regular scissors, I could get out of hand real quick. It could ruin them real fast, and then that would make me sad. So yeah, for me, this is a lash. I don't know if you can tell, but the end of the lash is a little bit longer. You can kind of see, maybe not. I can tell. That's where I cut from, because if you cut from the shorter side, then it doesn't look natural on the lash. I don't know if that makes any sense. And I usually cut like the first little layer off, and that's perfect for my lashes. There's a little bit of glue on there. Sometimes I leave it on, sometimes I take it off. It depends on how lazy I am. And unfortunately today I'm kind of lazy. But it's not like gonna ruin the look if you add more glue to it. So I don't know if you see, I'm just adding a little bit of glue onto the top, on it a little bit. Okay, I've never done this before, so we'll see how it goes, and try to fit the lash on. I start in the middle and then work my way to the ends. Oh my god. Oh Lord, help me please. Help me, Lord. Get these lashes on here. Okay, I think I got them. Can't tell. I can't get close enough. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to get them as close to my lash line as possible. But boom. Done. I'm gonna do the other side. Not on camera. So they are on my face. They're looking cute. And then I just took some of my mascara and I blended my natural lashes with the fake one. So she looks cute. Oh what, yeah, but sorry, I feel really good about this look. Okay, let's see. Now I'm gonna put highlight like in the eye area. Oh Lord, I can't find my little back. Okay. I use a brush like this. This is the M431 brush. It's really, well, not really small. It's small. Dang it. There's a little bit of color on there. I think it's old color. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I'm gonna take my highlight that I used for here, and I'm just gonna plop some of that on top of that yellow. And hopefully it'll show up. I don't even know. Yeah, it's showing up. It'll make her a little intenser. That's not a word. More intense. And then right in here. Boom, boom. Then you look snatched. All right, look. Oh, oh, she highlighted. She cute or whatever. Look. Okay, last but not least, I'm gonna do my lips. If I can find my lipstick, I don't know where it went. Okay, I'm gonna start with the lip liner. This is a Milani lip liner. It's called 240 Shoop. It's part of the Salt and Pepper line that they just came out with. It's one of their kits. Which I bought both of the eyeshadow palettes, so I'm gonna be doing a look with those. And I bought the Shoop lip liner and lipstick palette. I mean palette kit. So that's where this one came from. So I'm gonna line my lips with that. All right, and I found the lipstick. It is also called Shoop, and it's in the number is 27. It's so pretty. It's like my perfect nude. Boom. She's cute or whatever. Okay, so sometimes I'll add a gloss on top, but I think this look does not need a gloss. But usually my very last step before I like am done is I'll just go back in with my highlight, and if I feel like I need it, which sometimes I do, I'll go back and re-highlight some parts of my face. And that's usually it. So yeah, thanks for watching if you stayed all the way to the end. If you skipped, I get it. It was a long video. It's okay. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it. And please tell me if you have any suggestions, if you have any ideas for looks that I can do. But I'm having a lot of fun doing this, so I know that's something that I will continue. So yeah, thanks.